two or more substances not chemically combined together?
A mixture.
Correct. What do we call a tendency of an atom of an element to attract bonding electrons towards itself when in a covalent bond and acquires a partial negative charge?
Electronegativity.
Correct. What do we call the number of hydrogen ions produced by 1 mole of an acid when it dissolves in water?
Basis of an acid.
Are you a student of science?
Yes.
Which class are you?
Senior 6.
What is your combination?
PCM.
What do you want to become?
An engineer.
May God bless you.
Thank you.
Which combination?
PCM.
PCM. Engineer. Yeah, you are on the right track. What do we call the energy required to break 1 mole of an ionic compound into its constituent gaseous ions?
Lattice energy.
Correct answer. What do we call a homogeneous and physically distinct part of a system separated from other parts by a definite boundary?
A phase.
Correct. What do we call a liquid mixture of 2 or more components which boil at a constant temperature and at a fixed pressure without change in a composition such that the liquid and vapor formed have the same composition?
An azeotropic mixture.
Oh my God, that is very correct. What do we call water which does not easily form rather with soap?
Hard water.
Hard water is correct. What do we call a solution which cannot dissolve in any more solute in the presence of the undissolved solute at a particular temperature?
A saturated solution.
Correct. What do we call an acid which produces 1 hydrogen ion in aqueous solutions?
A monobasic acid.
Correct. What do we call a mixture of indicators?
A universal indicator.
What do we call, correct. What do we call a sound of a known frequency?
Pitch.
Wrong answer. What do we call sound? That one is a tone. Question number 12. But you are near the answer. Name the process by which molecules of a substance spreads in another substance from the region of higher concentration to that of lower concentration.
Diffusion.
Should we hear the murmurs from the audience? We shall disqualify your members before they come down. Correct answer. Teachers behind, teachers in front. What do we call the rising or falling of a liquid in a narrow gas tube dipped into the liquid?
Capillarity.
Correct. What do we call the tendency of a body to oppose the flow of electricity through it? 1.
Resistance.
Resistance, correct. What do we call a wheel within a grooved rim?
A pulley.
Correct. What do we call the force of attraction between the molecules of the same substance?
Cohesive force.
Correct. What do we call the time taken for a radioactive to decay to half of its original amount? 1.
Half-life.
Correct. Which device is used to step up or step down alternating voltage?
A transformer.
Repetition for
a transformer.
Who is speaking? Correct. But even a transmitter will be correct. What is the product of mass and velocity? 1.
Momentum.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, momentum.
Momentum to be the product of mass and velocity?
Yes.
Is very correct. Lastly, what do we call the reluctance of a body to remain in its state of rest or continue moving with its uniform motion in a straight line?
Inertia.
It is correct. May I inform Martin Luther King, you have qualified for the quarterfinals. Lastly, the next house, come and pick the letter. Even if you don't pick, you have letter A. Which house are you? Onyere! Silence in the house. Silence in the house. After lunch, we shall have dances, boys, comedy Lincoln, traditional folk song, and then we shall first of all have a tug of war between 16 teachers and 16 students. Primaries also get ready. Madam Rose, we shall be waiting for you to tell us if everything is fine. Thank you very much. I can see you are ready. Members of Nkuruma. Thank you very much. Can we clap our teacher Daniel? Senior ones, Teacher Daniel would like to have you at the kitchen, senior ones. Let's go. Quietly. Senior ones, we go for lunch. Question number 1, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. What do we call the wire inside an electric bulb?
A filament.
Correct. What do we call the energy required to remove one mole of electrons from one mole of gaseous atoms to form one more unipositively charged gaseous ion?
Fast ionization energy.
Correct. What do we call the existence of an element in more than one form without change of physical state?
Allotropy.
Come again?
Allotropy.
Am I hearing allotrophy or allotropy?
Allotropy.
10 marks. What do we call the physical property of a dilute solution that depends on the amount of a non-volatile solute dissolved but not on the chemical nature of the solute?
Colligative property.
Correct. This is the house that has picked hard questions. But also the people are not simple. Question number 5. What do we call the simplest formula that shows the ratio of the number of atoms of elements present in one molecule of a compound?
Empirical formula.
Correct. What do we call the existence of a compound with the same molecular formula but with different structural formula?
Isomerism.
Isomerism is the correct answer. What do we call the existence of a metallic substance consisting of a mixture of two or more metals of a mixture of a metal with a non-metal?
An alloy.
Correct answer. What do we call a compound containing hydrogen carbon atoms? What do we call a compound containing hydrogen and carbon atoms only?
Hydrocarbon compound.
Hydrocarbon compound is a correct answer. Silence in the audience. What do we call the determination of elements or ions present in a substance?
Qualitative analysis.
Correct answer. What do we call a means of separating the components of a colored mixture based on their different rates of movement over a stationary phase?
Paper chromatography.
Oh my God, that is a correct answer. Which class are you?
Form 6.
Which combination are you doing?
BCM/ICT.
Did you do your senior 4 exams from here?
Yes.
How many aggregate do you get?
12.
You can tell the ripe corn by its walk. Question number 11. What does light undergo when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle?
Total internal reflection.
Correct answer. Question number 12. What is a force which gives a mass of 1 kilogram and acceleration of 1 meter per second?
A Newton.
Correct answer. What is the origin of radio waves?
Radio noise.
Come again?
Radio noise.
Noise would be okay, but the best answer I wanted here is radio transmitters. The wrong answer. Question number 14. What is an arrangement of electrical components through which a current can flow?
A circuit.
Correct answer. What do we call the distance between the successive threads on a screw?
A pitch.
Correct answer. What do we call the length between 2 points?
Distance.
Correct answer. Name the term used to mean the distance between the upper and the lower fixed points of a thermometer.
Fundamental interval.
Fundamental interval on a thermometer is 100% correct. Question number 18. What are points on a stationary wave that are permanently at rest?
Nodes.
Correct answer. What do we call a stream of fast-moving electrons detected in discharge tubes?
Cathode rays.
Cathode rays. Correct answer. Lastly, what do we call the angle between the magnetic and geographic meridians?
Angle of declination.
Angle of declinations or magnetic declination is a correct answer. Members, order in the house. Oh, St. Thomas. We have two houses tying. That is Mandela and Lincoln. And when two houses are tying, we untie the knot. This time not by papers, but by face-off. We shall ask you 10 questions. 5-5. If you tie again, okay, 10-10. If you tie again, we shall see what to do. MC, take the papers A and B. Whoever picks A, we shall ask you the first 10 questions. Whoever picks B, we shall ask you 10. If you go wrong, we toss to another person. We go.
We have the face of score sheet.
They are down. So can we have Mandela and Lincoln on stage?
It's not here. Maybe I can use that one. This one.
Okay. Can we have another microphone? Good. Can you extend? We need 2 microphones. Which house has picked letter A? Which house?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham, put it on letter A. And which house has picked letter B?
Mandela House.
Mandela House. Judge Amun, at this juncture, let me relieve you of this a little bit work. Judge Agmenitwe, come for face-off. Marks. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Those with letter A, we shall ask you the first 10 questions. Then we shall toss to your opponents. But if you fail a question, we shall take it to your opponents. If they pass it, they will have 10 marks plus 20 marks bonus. I know you know the game. Face off. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And the face off for this round comes from face off women in the Bible. We have 2 face-offs. That is women in the Bible, then another one for finals. Question number 1. Name the woman who gave birth at 90 years through a miracle of God and is considered the mother of the Jewish nation.
Sarah.
You have 10 marks. Which house are you?
Lincoln.
Lincoln, 10 marks. Question, you qualify for the next question. Who was the female warrior in the Bible that in her military leadership recruited Balak, instructing him that God wanted the armies of Israel to attack the Canaanites who were persecuting the highland tribes?
Deborah.
Deborah cannot be wrong. 10 marks. Which question, which combination do you do?
HLD.
Do you have divinity?
Yeah.
No wonder. Let us put our hands together for the teachers of divinity. Maintain. Question number 3. Name the woman who was barren when she married Isaac. Who in the Bible is a symbol for people who try to earn God's unconditional love, portrayed in her leading a heartbreaking life, trying to win Jacob's love which she earned when God graced her with Judah, a son that led to the tribe that produced Jesus Christ?
Raquel.
Rachel is a wrong answer. If you pass this one, you'll get 30 marks. I repeat. Who in the Bible is a symbol for people who try to earn God's unconditional love, portrayed in her leading a heart-breaking life. She fought to win the love of Jacob. She earned it when God blessed her with Judah, from which a tribe Jesus came from.
Leah.
Leah, you have 30 marks. And you qualify for the next. Leah. Name the mother of Moses who surrendered what she treasured. What is your house?
Bella.
God. Name the mother of Moses who surrendered what she treasured most to the will of God, and at one time put baby Moses in a waterproof basket and set it adrift on the Nile River to spare his life.
Jochebed.
Jochebed, to be the mother of Moses, is 100% correct. Number 9, 10 marks. Name the sister of Moses, who played an important role in the exodus of the Jews from Egypt by becoming Moses' wet nurse, but was at last cursed with leprosy by God because of complaining about Moses' Cushite wife.
Miriam.
Miriam cannot be wrong. You do sciences and you're also good at the Bible. No wonder we have mass almost every day. Question number 10. Who was a prostitute in the city of Jericho? A prostitute this time. And harbored spies in her house in exchange for her family's safety. And when the walls of Jericho fell, the Israelite army protected her house.
Elisha.
Elisha is a wrong answer. If you pass this one, you'll get 30 marks. Name the prostitute in the city of Jericho who housed the spies in her house in exchange that they should protect her family. And when the walls of Jericho fell, the army protected her house.
Elsheba.
Elsheba is a wrong answer. The correct answer is Rahab. And your 10 questions are done. Now we'll be switching to the other part. Who picked letter B? Are you following? Now question number 1. Who played a unique role in Israel's history, serving as the only female judge in a lawless period before the country got its first king and Israel enjoyed peace for 40 years because of her?
Deborah.
Deborah, 10 marks. Are we there? Who used her beauty and sex appeal to influence the strongest man in the Bible, preying on his runaway lust, and she discovered the source of his strength was embedded in his hair?
Delilah.
Delilah cannot be wrong. 10 marks. Question number 13. Name the virtuous young widow who was married to Boaz, and when her Jewish mother-in-law Naomi returned Israel from Moab after famine, she pledged to follow her and worship her God.
Ruth.
Ruth cannot be wrong. You remember her words. Don't urge me to leave you or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. Ruth is very correct answer. Question number 14. Name the woman who is an example of perseverance in prayer and was barren for many years but eventually gave birth somewhere.
Hannah.
Come again?
Hannah.
Hannah is a correct answer. 10 marks. Name the woman who had an adulterous affair with King David when her husband Uriah was off to war, and she is the mother of Solomon.
Bathsheba.
Bathsheba is a correct answer. Question number 16. Name the woman who is the vengeful queen of Israel, and her wickedness and her a description of the most deceitful woman in the Bible. 1, 2.
Rahab.
Come again?
Rahab.
Rahab is a wrong answer. If you pass this one, you are again in the game. Name the woman who is the vengeful queen of Israel, and her wickedness and her a description of the most deceitful woman in the Bible?
Jezebel.
Jezebel, you have 30 marks. And you qualify for the next question. Question number 17. Who was the wife of King Ahab that persecuted the prophets of God, especially Elijah, and her Baal worship and murderous schemes brought divine wrath down on her?
Jezebel.
You have 10 marks. Question number 18. Name the woman who was selected in a beauty pageant, beauty contest, to become the queen of Persia. In fact, she won the beauty contest. And when wicked court official Haman plotted to have all the Jews murdered, her uncle Mordecai convinced her to tell the king the truth, that shortly turned down upside tables and was hanged on the gallows meant for Mordecai.
Ruth.
Ruth is a wrong answer. In simple terms, name the woman who is the Persian queen because of her beauty and she won the beauty contest. 1, 2.
Zimun.
Zim is a wrong answer. The correct answer is Esther. The audience. Question number 19. We go back to you. Name the woman in the Bible who is an example of total surrender to the will of God and bore much sorrow, including watching her son crucified on Calvary.
Mary.
Mary is a correct answer. Lastly, who was another barren woman in the Bible that was singled out by God for a special honor of conceiving at an old age and producing a mighty prophet, John the Baptist, who heralded the coming of the Messiah?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth cannot be wrong. I have 10 marks. The total, we are going to read the total, and the last one we shall say bye-bye Vietnam. Number A, you got 10, 10, 10, 10, 30, 30, 10, 10, 10. Number B, Mandela, you have 30, 30, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 130, 130. A tie. Rules of the game. When the two teams tie, we don't go for the second. We write papers A and B. Who get the one who picks A, you go through. The one who picks B, bye-bye. Fate. Patron, you are the people going to choose this. Patrons of the two houses, come to the stage. Bye-bye. You can take your seats. Leave the microphone there. May I have the patrons of these two houses? Right for me, yes. Another one, no. Yes, no. Can we shake hands? We shake hands. It is a fair game. Oh, God! Yes, you go through. No, bye-bye. Let's speak. Order! the 5 participants come here. The 5 participants who were in, come here. Be quick, be quick. Boys, 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 dancers. Boys, dancers, get ready. Boys, dancers, get ready. Primaries, are you ready? Good. Patrons of the 5 houses. Rinko, apart from Nkuruma, patrons come here. All the other patrons come here. Richard, Cha Rose, Cha Gervas, Cha Abinet, Cha Ekaja. Sha Jackson. Sha Jackson, come here. Come here, here. You are going to get a companion. Thank you very much for your humility. Let us do it together here. Be here with me. May I, at this moment, keep here. Pepper. May I, at this moment, declare the 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses going for the what? Quarterfinals. And those houses are here with us. The first one scored 190. House, put up your hands. Its patron, come here in front. The members, participants, go and sit. The next house qualify, patron, get in front. It was Nyerere and Malcolm X. The participants can go and take your seats. Are we ready? Praise. Thank you. We shall meet you next round. 3, we can go. May I request Lincoln, go and stand where your flag is. God. The participants of Lincoln be there. May I request the person who survived narrowly to reach in front. You never know. We shall meet you in the next round when you are energized. Thank you very much. You can take your seats. Lastly, members, come just to reach the high table and bow. We shall meet you next year. The high table. The high table, not the table of the judges. The high table. May I at this moment request the patron of Nkuruma, who has already seen it all, to go and be with the patron of Lincoln as he pulls down the flag. Partners. Boys dancers. Boys dancers. Boys dancers. Come to the stage, the one which is ready. You are song, then you come. Primary. Whoever is ready with a poem or with a speech, come. Shut up and bend over. Back up and bend over. Let your back up and bend over. Okay. DJ. Good. Teacher, if your student is ready, you will tell us and then we present. Thank you very much. Oh my God. This is wonderful. Come. Can we welcome her with a hand clap? You will tell us your names and the school where you are coming from. Judge, Debbie, take note of the school and the item.
My name is Atwere Kereva of Kamingo Primary School. Our heroes, our pride. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I free from your presence? If I got heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the morning, you are close to me for your guidance. But all in all, keep interceding with us. My name is Atwere Kereva of Kamingo Model Primary School and I am in Primary 7. I'm here for you to present a speech about Uganda Matters today. The head teacher, St. Thomas Vocational Secondary School, teachers, invited guests, judges, fellow academic strugglers, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. On this day of 3rd of June 2022, Kamingo Primary School wishes to join the rest of world Christians celebrate the spiritual impact of martyrdom of the faithful who chose to face death rather than denouncing their faith before their tormentors. It has been over 100 years since Ugandan Christians and the rest of world Christians celebrating their courage by refusing to denounce their faith in face of violence, persecution and death. Amidst being new converts, they proved to be firm in the teachings and practices of Christians. Their exemplary exhibition of endurance has helped to build the kingdom of God in the hearts of men and women across the entire world. This is why every year, thousands of pilgrims move to Namugongo from all walks of life to celebrate their spirit of sacrifice. Lastly, we appreciate the legacy left by Uganda Matters for standing against persecution, violence, and brutality of faith against leaders against the faith. Thank you. I remain at Kereva, Kamingo Model Primary School.
Thank you very much. Let us kick up Kamingo Model School. Good. I want to see members of any house who are still standing up. I'm counting 1 to 5, then we see how to deduct some good marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. At this juncture, may I inform you that our primary visitors, pupils have already had their lunch. Thank you very much, Almighty. May I also inform you that the senior ones are almost through. That is good. At this juncture, permit me to take the first group of the high-profile people for their lunch. They will be led by our head teacher and the head of the protocols, Mr. Abine. You will help me. So, our dear visitors, teachers from primary, our dear judges, the high table, our human resource and the rest, we are all going to pray and join us as we lead the way. In the name of the Father, bless us, O Lord, and these are your gifts which you are about to receive from your bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, can we first excuse those guests that they first go and have their meal. Then we shall have one presentation dance as we go for hours after they have gone. Thank you very much. The judges will be taking the lead. That one you can insert it in a bag. Huh? Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Media, you will find us here. You can you are allowed to go.
Nyowe kakushanga hino Rende chika nibiri Nukushaba unduko mumeisho Izuka makanika Etachika nibiri Nikushaba unduko mumbeisho Ruku chinuka Ruku Nduko mumbeisho Ruku Waraka nyate kama dura chika Thank you very much. DJ, may I take this honor, inform the members and the guest of honor that so far, according to the program, we are through with the performances of primary schools. We are through with the traditional folk song. We are through with the dances of boys except two. We are through with comedy. And we are heading for poetry. At this juncture, may I call upon poetry from the house nearby me. Come to the stage. Dance, boys. Malcolm and Mandela, get ready. After this poem, you are coming to the stage. Boys. If you are not in poetry and you are not in Malcolm and Mandela, dance boys, please kindly go and be preparing for the fashion show. Good.
Masterpiece of true disaster. Being an early marriage, one sister married at 14, one friend at 14, next was a divorce after marriage pregnancy. It paying a marriage pregnancy. All was fathered by this marriage.
Who is behind this handout? Who is pushing numbers? Parents, parents, teachers, guardians, and children. Who is Dukla? Children life has come, and inside to the injury. When the second master comes, the poor nutrition, the food we eat, the drink we take, all that can eat, all that poor nutrition. Chicken, egg, fish, push off my pocket and yam. If this big area of the practice must stop.
Thank you very much. Boy Mandela, come to the stage. Boy Mandela, come to the stage. Dance boys Mandela, prepare. Dance Malcolm X boys, prepare. DJ, wherever you are needed. Good. Is that a poem? Good. Do you need a microphone? Start.
This is Mandela House presenting to you a poem entitled The Crazy but Smart Africa. Stay tuned. Old but seen as young in their eyes. Flogged in public, irrespective of his age. Overtaxed by his masters in tears. His way of survival with rage. But despite all this, and sweats, an African is smart. Foreign education is not his class, they say, but wisdom naturally endowed is woven. The more the torture, the stronger he is made. In front of his fellows in shame, an African is proven a hero. Time tells it all in art, how an African is smart.
The time has come to overcome stress. Let's turn them to as they have done in revenge. Our land must be our land, says the hero with distress. In union with strength, we can avenge. As warriors, we can apply the art and Africans mad.
Fighting till death they have done. Young and old, tall and short, women have tried. And children have participated as they can, with stones, arrows, and bows against guns cried. Everywhere, bullets and noise have had. An African has remained smart.
Tables and chairs have turned upside down. Masters, no master, as he has been, as he used to be, he runs. Our land is now our land we can own. Inferior, now superior, despite his race and bands. Everywhere, songs of joy are heard in that, as a sign that indeed an African is smart.
Thank you very much. Malcolm X, poem on stage. 1, 2, 3, we go. Thank you. If you need a microphone, bypass where I am and go with it. Be careful how you walk. If you need a microphone, I'm just having them here.
House entitled Women's Strength. Who says a woman is weak?
We are women.
Oh yes, we are.
We breathe, see, feel things just do. So what's the underestimation? It moves, attends fast. So I look down on us.
Oh, they just lack the fact that we are the mirror of the world.
We are women.
Oh yes, we are.
Through sweat, sacrifice, and continuous effort, that has been stronger than we are. We have done things that we have ever done. We are proud of ourselves. We are the mirror of the world.
We are women. Oh yes, we are. Adult of our mother, strong enough to carry us in their own wombs. Babysitters since birth, only that they prepared us with much more integrity. How can you think you never need with the power to develop that and still to go for political work? What more is to be emphasized that women are not weak. We are women that have made the nation much brighter than the sun. Some have gone for politics. Consider Honorable Anita Among, a woman that leads the parliament, a voice for the voiceless of our own country, Uganda. Is that not enough to oppose your negative thoughts about a woman?
We are women.
Yes, we are.
We won't worry or tire to nature and train, to encourage and lift, to uplift all that need motherly love. For we are the mirror of what seems to have been the worst. We are never weak because we nature's strength.
Women, let's fight to improve our status quo. Let us be like Rosa Parks and deny sitting at the back of the bus. Let us be like Oprah Winfrey and wear our heads to show our fight. Let us be like Rebecca Kadaga and show that women are bright. Women,
women, women. Let's stand together and fight against women inferiority. Remember, behind every successful man, there is always a wise woman. Yes, we can excel.
Thank you very much. By the way, it is no longer behind, just stay beside. Women are no longer behind. Next on stage, Malcolm X Boys Dance. Already taking place. DJ. Malcolm X. Good. You can first rise up and look at your face, then you go back. Oh my God. Oh.
Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh. Jesus, you love me too much, oh, too much, oh, too much, oh, excess love, oh.
Okay, we are now going back to the reduction of marks in a house where there will be some people standing up. Next on stage, Nkrumah poem. The dances of boys are done. We are receiving the last poem. Presentations of primaries are done. Comedy is done. Traditional folk song is done. After, Nkrumah, come to the stage. I'm waiting for you while I'm talking. Good. After this poem, those in fashion show, be preparing yourselves. We shall go for the next brain challenge round. And after that round, we shall have fashion show. After fashion show, a tug of war. The people in charge of the gifts, get ready. People in charge of the gifts, get ready. The tables are already made. You go.
We have the airways of the Great Catholic House reciting a poem entitled The Eternal Pillar of Christianity. The gospel of praying prayers of the night. Oh, to recall the night prayers, hearing a man's quivered ship under a maskless light, the pillars of Christianity, singing victorious melodies in flames of fire. Why not lament? The bellies of sailing. Look, I know the special right here. This is the memory of Jesus. Victories in Jesus.
Thank you very much. I love the pauses and hesitations. Keep it up.
Alexander Fleming.
Correct. Who authored the books Think Big and Gifted Hands?
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson. Correct. Which famous duke and military leader defeated Napoleon Bonaparte at the Battle of Waterloo, Belgium?
Duke of Wellington. Duke Wellington.
Again?
Duke Wellington.
Correct. What is the name of the biggest planet on our solar?
Jupiter.
Correct. Question 12. What was the name of the farthest planet from the sun in our solar system and not dwarf planet Pluto?
Neptune.
What planet, correct. What planet has Ganymede, Europa, and Callisto moons?
Jupiter.
Correct. In the history of art, who painted the Mona Lisa?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Come again?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Are you sure?
So sure.
Correct. The Sumerians are believed to have invented the first system of writing which evolved their decorations. What was the writing called?
The Sumerian script.
Come again?
Wrong answer.
Question 16. The Italian precursor to what art movement was characterized by greater awareness of the beauty of the world and the spiritual value of nature termed as rebirth of knowledge?
Petrarch of Medici family.
Come again?
Petrarch of Medici family.
Wrong.
What is the answer?
Renaissance.
Renaissance, rebirth of knowledge. Next question.
What was the name of the artist who was hired by Harper's Magazine to go to battles and paint Civil War scenes?
Winslow Homer.
Come again?
Winslow Homer.
Correct. In literature, what do we call the use of humor, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity, all vices in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues?
Satire.
Satire, correct. What type of music is an earlier form of Jamaican popular music that employs a heavy beat rhythm driven by drums, bass, guitar, and a scraper?
Ska.
Wrong. Reggae music is the answer. The 2022 Billboard Music Awards were held on May 15, 2022 at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Who won the Rap Male Artist Award?
Drake.
Drake, correct. WrestleMania 2022 in WWE, who defeated Nigerian giant Omos to win a singles match via pinfall?
Bob Lashley.
Bob Lashley, correct. Malcolm, we have 170 for this round. Congratulations.
Your prayer should be one of the houses gets lower than what you have got. But will it happen? Thank you very much. Let us clap him. The one who picked the letter next, come and pick a letter here. The one who was following you, be quick. DJ Samsung. One person, yes. Which letter have you picked? Good. Which house are you? Which house are you?
Mandela House.
That is testing microphone directly. Mandela House, and which letter have you picked?
Letter B.
Letter?
B.
B as for regular. B. Are you ready? Good, we go. Thank you. We welcome Judge Martin all the way from Barara. Let us give him a hand clap. We go, Mandela. A minute. Let's first receive the gifts for today's function. Oh my God. Create a way here. Okay. They are using a clear way. DJ Samsung. Thank you very much. Let us clap. The people organizing. It's Vinca.
Umuriro wa Business Center tujye tugenda omiso nano umukuru St Thomas kandi zukangwa abana barero bagenda omiso no kureba kangu babasa kuba n'abakoresha bongo okuteko talent akorango bakuza ubongo bwabo izukangu isayeje barero bateka ibirabo okorango basakwana bagenda omiso no kureba kangu arasinze nakona twara ebikupo janareba omudari guruwa engure yamani ebitubona uva kwa Genomics ekinchoreka ngo St Thomas Vocation Secondary School aba Genomics no promotinga atwatirine na n'ibyo cy'abana bamwe no kurangwa n'ubwegise byagenda omiso ngira ngo twacire cy'umuntu utakayiba kubona subscribinga iyo cyukuru liking Genomics no kureka ngo nofuna ibyo munonga cyo kwanti bikwiseho reka tujye Genomics na no mukoro
Tighten your belts and we begin. Question 1. Question 2. Which team was crowned the 2022 champion of the Football Association Challenge FA Cup?
Liverpool.
Correct. Question 3. Why can't a living man in Ukraine be buried in Russia these days?
Because he's still living.
Correct. Question 4.
Those who don't read past papers, you will fail. Continue.
What increases as you take away from it?
A hole.
You're right. 5. If you look at the numbers on my face, you won't find 13 in any place. What am I?
Face of a clock.
Right.
Correct answer.
12. 6. What is the box without hinges, key or lid, but golden treasure inside?
An egg.
You're right. 7. I have a lot of memories, but I own nothing. What am I?
A photo frame.
Right. Who authored the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Robert Kiyosaki.
Name the brain behind the discovery of malaria parasites.
Dr. Alfonso Laveran.
Wrong.
Which battle saw Napoleon exiled for final time, his forces defeated by Britain and Persians, the end of his reign, and the end of France's domination in Europe?
Battle of Waterloo.
Right. What is the name of the smallest planet in our solar system at 74.8 million kilometers squared?
Pluto.
Wrong. The answer is Mercury. Which planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
1, 2, 3.
I said
No,
that.
said Mercury.
Wrong. 13. Which is the hottest planet in our solar system and the second planet from the sun and the Earth's closest planetary neighbor?
Venus.
Correct. Name the artist famed for painting the Sistine Chapel ceiling.
Michelangelo.
Right. What do we call a printing method in which a design is cut into material, usually metal with a sharp tool, and the surface is linked to make a print?
Intaglio.
Wrong. Engraving. 16. The screen painting was stolen from the National Gallery in also in 1994 and held to ransom for $1 million. Who was the artist?
Edvard Munch.
Correct. Question 17. What is the name of British 20th century painter known for his painting of famous figures such as the Pope in anxiety and distress? His name also means a typical British breakfast food.
Francis Bacon.
Wrong. Bacon. I beg your pardon? Of the answer?
Francis Bacon.
I'm not hearing.
Francis Bacon.
Correct. 18. In literature, what do we call the formation of word from a sound associated with what is named, e.g. hiss for snakes?
Onomatopoeia.
Correct. 19. What type of music is an American style that incorporates elements of folk, bluegrass, blue and rural dance music, and its origin is to the late 1920s to the southern Appalachia Mountains?
Bluegrass music.
1.
Bluegrass music.
Country music. Question 20. Who won the Changemaker Award on 2022 Billboard Music Awards on 15th May 2022 in Grand Garden Arena?
Mary Coppen.
Correct. In WrestleMania 2022 season 38 in WWE, who won the women's championship match by defeating Liv Morgan via pinfall?
Sasha Banks.
1.
Sasha Banks.
2.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks, wrong answer.
Becky Lynch. Wrong. Thank you so much. Your mark is 160.
Action is getting ready. Tug of war. The following get ready. The Charles Reps. Twinamasco de Gracias ni Msima Conrad Agawa Sydney. Temple Francis. Twinamasco Benjamin. Yanz Derek Kishira. Maria Goret Senior 6. Mwindo Elisha. Na Abasa Christopher. Tumusini Emmanuel. Arenite Arnold. Tumahamye Nathan. Alpha. Akanyuska and Masco. We go. Which letter do you have?
Let us see.
Let us see. Which house are you?
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther! Hey! We shall see.
Hello, Martin Luther.
Hello.
I'm glad to be your judge. My name is Linda.
It's our pleasure.
I hope you're ready enough.
Yeah.
Okay, question 1. Question 1. Which sport is Tiger Woods associated with?
Golf.
Correct.
A minute. Could you inform the audience of the marks of the... Did they fail? They failed 6. If you failed 60, when you get 20 minus 6, you get 140, not 160.
No,
Thank you very much.
the numbers are 21.
They are 21. So you add 1. That means you have 150. Then those of letter A, you have 170. Now we are for you. That one indicates that Malcolm X, you have qualified for the semi-finals. We continue. Number 1, you had it. Good. Number 2.
Okay, Martin Luther, we go.
Yeah.
Question 2. Which English team reached the 2020 Union of European Football Association finals with the Spanish La Liga team?
Liverpool.
Thank you. Correct. Question 3. You see a boat filled with people. You look again, but this time you don't see any single person on the boat. Why?
Because they are all married.
Correct. Question 4. Question 4. What gets broken without being held?
Promise.
Right. Question 5. What is always coming but never arriving?
Tomorrow.
Correct. Question 6. What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time, the beginning of the earth, and the end of every place?
Letter E.
Correct. Question 7. What food is so funny that it can be a comedian?
Cracker.
Wow, correct. Who authored the book, Raising Your Emotional Silence? Who authored the book, Raising Your Emotional Silence?
Beverly Angel.
I beg your pardon?
Beverly Angel.
No. It's wrong.
The answer?
Jean Tego.
Good.
Number 9. Question 9. Name the brain behind the composition of the UEFA Champions League anthem.
Tony Britain.
Correct.
I beg your pardon?
Tony Britain.
Tony
Britain.
Britain. Wrong answer. Tony Britain. There is no R in that name. Wrong answer. Next question.
Okay. Question 10. What name was given to the South African War of 1899 to 1902?
Second Anglo Boer.
Thank you. Correct. Which planet is the reddest and it appears in the sky as an orange-red star? Its color caused the ancient Greeks and the Romans to name it after their god of war.
Mars.
Correct. Apart from Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus, which other planet is bigger than the Earth?
Saturn.
Correct. Question 13. Which is probably the most beautiful planet in the solar system and has rings that are far more extensive and more easily seen than those of any other planet?
Saturn.
Correct. Question 14. Which famous painter was also a sculptor, architect, and an engineer?
Leonardo da Vinci.
Correct. What type of formal writing system was used in the ancient Egypt to quoting the Egyptian language that combined logography, syllabic, and alphabetic elements?
European hieroglyphs.
I beg your pardon?
Egyptian hieroglyphs.
I beg your pardon?
Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs.
Yes, hieroglyphs.
Correct.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Hieroglyphs.
Speak up, the microphone is on, speak like me.
Hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs. Benefit of doubt, hieroglyphics. 10 marks. We continue.
Question 16. Who created the famous sculpture, The Thinker?
August Rodin.
Sorry?
August Rodin.
I beg your pardon?
August Rodin.
Correct. Which Italian architect and sculptor was famous for creating the Baroque style?
Gian Lorenzo. Gian Lorenzo Banani.
Sorry?
Gian Lorenzo Banani.
Banan.
Yeah.
Do you mind spelling Banan?
B-E-R-N-I-N-I.
Correct. Question 18. In poetry literature, what do we call a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction like wise fool, brave coward, etc.?
Oxymoron.
Correct. Question 19. What type of music is a contemporary form that appeals to a very wide audience and often includes a danceable tempo, easy to remember lyrics, and simple notation?
Pop music.
Correct. Question 20. On 15th May 2022, Billboard Music Award ceremony, which took place in Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas, who won the New Artist Award?
Olivia Rodrigo.
I beg your pardon?
Olivia Rodrigo.
No, wrong answer.
What is the answer?
Giveon is the
Good.
right answer.
We continue.
The last question. 2022 WWE WrestleMania Season 38. Who defeated the Madcap Moss by pinfall in the singles match?
Drew McIntyre.
Correct. Thank you.
Can we get a score? May I take the honor to inform
Mash.
Martin Luther King that you have scored 180. And may I inform you that you have qualified for the next round. Now, Mandela, your prayer should be the next house should score at least 150 and below. Let us have them on stage.
All right, you're most welcome on stage. What is your house?
Nyerere House.
Come again.
Nyerere House.
Nyerere House, you're most welcome.
Thanks.
Relax.
Thanks.
Take a deep breath. Are you ready to take on the challenge?
Yes.
Are you ready to take on the challenge?
Yes.
All right. Question 1. Which sport is a dolly known as an easy catch?
Cricket.
Cricket is correct. Which football team in Uganda has a stadium called Green Light and is nicknamed Caterpillar?
Omumpaka.
Come again.
I beg your pardon?
Omumpaka.
Omumpaka is the correct answer. What kind of a room has no doors or windows?
Mushroom.
A mushroom. Unfortunately. Oh, he's right. What is greater than God, more evil than the devil? The rich need it, the poor have it, and if you eat it, you will die.
Nothing.
1.
Nothing.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You said nothing, or the answer is nothing.
That is correct.
Can you repeat and we go together, Mr.
I am tall when I'm young.
Hold on. Let us, the audience. Can you repeat the question?
What is greater than food?
Nothing.
More than the devil?
Nothing.
The rich need it.
The rich need nothing.
The poor have it.
The poor have nothing.
And if you eat it,
if you eat nothing,
you will definitely die.
Of course. We continue.
All right, question 5. Are we together?
Yes.
We proceed?
Yes.
Good. I am tall when I'm young and I'm short when I'm old. What am I?
A pencil.
What did you say?
A pencil.
A pencil, wrong answer.
That is surprising.
Patience is, and you are new student, you are needed at the gate right now. Thank you.
The answer is a candle. Question 6. There was a greenhouse. Inside the greenhouse, there was a white house. Inside the white house, there was a red house. Inside the red house, there were lots of babies. What is it?
A watermelon.
Watermelon. Sorry, it's very right. What has 6 faces?
How is it right, sir? Can you repeat for us?
There was a greenhouse.
Outside it is green, yes.
Inside the greenhouse,
When you
there
enter
was
watermelon?
a white house.
White, that is a layer.
Inside a white house, there was a red house.
The kind of what you eat.
Inside the red house, there were lots of babies.
Those are food.
What is it?
You are very right. We continue.
Next question. What has 6 faces but cannot wear makeup and 21 eyes but cannot see? 1.
A die.
What did you say?
A die.
Die is very correct. Who authored the book Managing Annoying People? 1.
Irene Marcus.
2.
Irene Marcus.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Surprisingly, that is very correct. Name the brain behind the discovery of Twitter, a social network. 1.
Jack Dorsey. Jack Dorsey.
What did you say?
Jack Dorsey.
Thank you so much. That's wonderfully wrong. The answer is John Dorsey. Thank you. During which campaign in Russia did Napoleon miscalculate and it caused him ulcer that indirectly destroyed him by contributing to his downfall?
Moscow campaign.
The Moscow campaign is very correct.
It was the Spanish ulcer that destroyed me. Continue.
What is the second reddest object in the solar system? 1.
Sedna.
Sedna is the right answer. In the Scrabble game, how many points does letter K carry?
5 points.
What did you say?
5 points.
Did you play Scrabble before?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
5 fortunately is right. What is the most dangerous planet in the solar system with its surface at 393 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, and even hotter than Mercury, that is closest to the sun?
It is Venus.
Venus is correct. What is a well-known name for a painting on a freshly plastered wall?
Fresco.
1. Come again.
Fresco.
What did you say?
Fresco.
Fresco. Are you a mason?
Yes.
You are a mason? Yeah. Interestingly, your answer is correct. What do we call a thick, juicy application of paint to canvas or other support that emphasizes texture as distinguished from a smooth, flat surface?
Impasto.
Impasto. Impasto is correct. Who painted the Triumph of Death? 1.
Peter the
2.
Elder. Peter the Elder.
What did you say?
Peter the Elder.
Peter the Elder, unfortunately, is very wrong. The answer is Eishomero.Bururuma, whose art was used in the opening sequence of the movie Your Friends and Neighbors. 1.
Of Mayor.
2.
Mayor.
Thank you so much. That is nicely wrong. The answer is Alex Kaz.
Teachers of science need to know the art.
What do we call the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words?
Alliteration. Alliteration.
What did you say?
Alliteration.
Are you a student of literature?
No.
Alliteration is the right answer. Thank you.
Come again.
Alliteration.
Alteration. Benefit of growth.
We take.
Okay.
What type of music?
Alteration. Not alteration, not cancelling, but alteration.
What type of music is characterized by swing and blue notes, complex chords, call and response vocals, polyrhythms and improvisation, and is most commonly played on a saxophone, trumpet, trombone, piano, bass drums, and the guitar?
Jazz music.
Jazz music for you is the right answer. In Grand Garden Arena, the 2022 Billboard Music Award ceremony took place. Who won the Female Artist Award? 1.
Olivia Rodrigo.
2.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you a student of music?
Yes.
You are. Congratulations, you got it right. Lastly, who at World Wrestling Entertainment WrestleMania 2022 won the undisputed WWE Universal Champion after conquering the Beast Brock Lesnar on the grandest stage? 1.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is
the head of the table.
Correct answer.
Very correct.
So, DJ hold a little in Miria House in this quarterfinal round garnered a total of 170 marks.
DJ. Finish as early as possible. Judge. You know, I get to know your discipline after mentioning Oye. I hear the silence. So your people have been making noise, because when you keep quiet now everything is silent. Thank you very much. Can we have the results of raw poetry? Just mention the winner and the speech if you are prepared. The primaries, those ones, they were excellent. Especially Good Hope. Especially. Mention another one? St. Agnes and all the rest. The performances were not only piquant, but also spectacular and thrilling. Thank you. The winner, poetry, speech.
Speaking for the voiceless women, with a lot of art and spirited in whatever they delivered. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Malcolm as the winners of our poetry session.
Thank you very much. The dancers of boys, why do we do this? There are certificates for you. So when you win, you know that you have a certificate. Now next on stage, traditional dance. And you are going to go behind there. But as you are coming, results. Let us all come here, participants. The participants of the quarterfinals and the patrons, do not get weary in well doing. I love that. May the participants of the following patrons take your seats. May the participants.
Hello friends, this is Malcolm X.
Hold on.
Katuyanze.
Hold on. Are you on per second? Good. Now, there is what we call prognostication. The power of prognostication is the power of prophecy. You can foretell, you can predict what is coming. We have 2 flags down and there we have one. I'm not saying another one is going to go down so that we have the finals. Maybe. Thank you for accompanying Mandela Patron. Mind you, Mandela Patron, you are also going to accompany somebody also who is following you after this round. Next on stage is Malcolm X with traditional dance. You are welcome.
Katuyanze. Bukonzo tumukwame. Nzakasi kwa mirira mo musama na bere no kwa mirira yo mu yanduma. Kusimanina utoleri wa msimama miwae oya kusimanina utoleri wa msimama miwae
Jendo bagambire baya bona
Maliko muiwene
za show.
Maliko muiwene. Maliko muiwene.
Mwene bwana baza.
Maliko muiwene.
Bona houses.
Oyo kusimaninda utolei wa musimama miwaye. Oyo kusimaninda utolei wa musimama miwaye. Amalakatima mwale ay mama, amalakatima mwale kaulawa. Amalakatima mwale ay mama, amalakatima mwale kaulawa.
Ndoka kanu weniwe. Which house? Rosa King.
Amalakatima mwale ay mama, amalakatima mwale kaulawa. Amalakatima mwale ay mama, amalakatima mwale kaulawa.
Umurego wa Rubirizi New Center tukiri tugenda umurego wa Rubirizi New Center tukiri tugenda omiso abariyo omuculture dance kantu aruga itemwe ejumgira ntu tugenda okureba injeri itokwasa kweta omusono gwo kuzwara ya ntuna kureba impaka zo kuzwara kantu rero twasa kwa tugenda kurunje omiso bizuka Mjeni mkuru ara St. Thomas n'umujeni wa chairperson wa education parliament omukuru honorable John Tosjenta Muhira nwaro najeno miso nwaro kumujeni mukuru kandi abajeni abandi abena kwasa kumanyiraho aroho omukuru na Faza Charles Nwagaba ogo nomwe abera founder w'isomero kandi wahati wakugenda omiso nano kwegondera isomero aro Faza Basitambera nabo arwaho kandi embera kuko netambara ku miso bareba kurunje bako netambara karicha nagira ngo emberere netambara kurunje nonga kandi aho tureba amazina agechikonzo isomereli ya St. Thomas Vocational Secondary School isomero takusosora kandi isomero kugero miso naro kutungura kutungura talents sabana ningasaba choncho okarango wajere miso nokureba kanguhakire babasa kugira kintu cyango kibakwasa kubona wajere miso nana oporomoti mbere wa miso tokamanya nakandi zikwangu turugera para kwa omiso kwantu kwereza ngaro Rubirizi New Center itwe hano yenda kuba tujana miso kwantu streaming ko mukoro gwawo embaga basi debate no basa kubona connecting ganito tujana miso no kwantu chukora ningasi surprise nawe twantu zukora embera kore netambara kuruje munonga oyene rama Eugene kondi njira musokwane mpereza turebaho mukuru akambikira na aro waho aro isura sedesa nanda bazira bamwe nana abamukuru mu office ya education kandi bajaje bamwe nibaruka musiki ya Rutoto amana na Bushenyi nibakugenda miso bakoreka ngo bagenda bajajinga kandi no gucintu ko kugera kugera kurunje miso kuko rero noreba embera nakweri ecyo ngira ngo kwatureba MC kandi aje no miso nakubona twara areba kuko yabasokwana tugambira rebe kubana bikorataho chikuru gumaho mpora kandi tulina okuba tugenda omu miiso n'okuba nitukureka konka n'ensiima
Thank you very much.
notwatandikira omu kaseesa okusema
Next on
jimba gapa
stage.
ekiro nogenda omu miiso nooreeba amazima nimba nyongera kusiima munonga kandi kyokuba nokora nikiba kiri kyamaani nikiba kiri kirungi munonga okureebeka ngu wabusa kuba nogenda omu miiso n'okuba nibakifatira ekyamaani tulina okuba tugenda omu miiso kandi twaza kuba nitutambura kuza omu miisi reka tureebe embeera nk'oku eri neetambura brain challenge.
3 participants in the 3 houses come in front. Brain challenge. Patrons come to the stage. Now that you have started fearing the stage, we are in trouble. Dress show is ready. After this round, we shall have fashion. After fashion, we shall have dances. Girls. After dances, girls, a tug of war. After tug of war, dances. Mixed lingala. And then we shall go for finals and we call it a day. We are almost towards the end of the road.
Sahij.
Why don't you turn and you give strength to your participants? Wow. Judge, are we together? Papers ABC. That's why I like you. Good. This round of semi-finals, there are 25 questions. Biology and chemistry. Level, senior 4, senior 6. Why do I tell you? Maybe the person you trust becomes the driver.
Mono ireme byituma no yango takutera abantu abo mu ngaro for the far they have gone. Thank you very much Nkuruma, thank you very much Lincoln, and thank you very much Mandela for clapping these people. Patrons, pick the papers. Whether you fear or not, God provides those whom he loves even when they are asleep. Take note. Who has letter A? Letter A, Malcolm.
Which house? Malcolm.
Letter B? Letter B, Luther King.
Luther King.
Letter C, Nyerere House.
Letter C, Nyerere.
Can I request you sit and letter A get on stage? Patron, thank you very much. You can take your seats. Are you ready, Judge?
Yes.
You are taking all of this around. Segment.
Okay.
Here you are the scorer and the Linda.
And Linda, yeah.
Amon, the next round is coming for you and Debbie and Martin. Teacher Odiambo, you are welcome all the way from Kenya. Thank you.
All right. Malcolm X.
Yes.
Malcolm X way.
Oh yeah.
Well, you are most welcome
Thank you.
to this semi-final round. It is just a battle of wits, and I really wish you the very best. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready to take the challenge?
Yes.
Question 1. I request for silence in the audience. Question 1. What do we call a substance produced by one kind of microorganism which inhibits the growth of another?
An antiseptic substance.
An antiseptic substance, surprisingly, is wrong. The answer is antibiotic. 2. What do we call the process which follows the extraction of products from a fermenter?
Extractive fermentation.
Extractive fermentation is a wrong answer. The answer is downstreaming process. Question 3. What do we call conversion of nitrates to atmospheric nitrogen by bacteria?
Denitrification.
Denitrification is the right answer. What do we call an organism which is homozygous for the allele under consideration? 1.
A homozygote.
2.
A homozygote.
Homozygote. Are you sure?
Yes.
That is shockingly wrong. The answer is true breeding. Question 5. What do we call the transparent part of the sclerotic in front of the eyeball? 1.
Conjunctiva.
Conjunctiva for Malcolm X.
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm is the correct answer. What do we call the solid insoluble compound that is formed when two aqueous solutions are mixed?
A precipitate.
A precipitate is the correct answer. What do we call the loss of vapor from the aerial part of the plant?
Transpiration.
Transpiration is correct. What do we call the length of stems between two adjacent leaves? 1.
Internode.
Internode. What did you say?
Internode.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My dear, that is correct. What do we call the diet that contains all the basic nutrients in the correct proportion for health?
A balanced diet.
Balanced diet is correct. What do we call the stage in the growth of population in which there is a rapid increase in number?
Exponential phase.
Exponential phase is a wrong answer. The answer is log phase. What substance are nails on your body is made of?
Keratin.
Keratin is the correct answer. What do we call the hormone produced by the pancreas and it controls sugar metabolism? 1.
Insulin.
Insulin is the right answer. All right. What do we call the large vein that returns blood from the body to the right atrium of the heart?
Vena cava.
Vena cava is very correct. What do we call the specific means of limiting the numbers of pest organisms by using its natural predator or parasites?
Biological control.
Come again.
Biological control.
What did you say?
Biological control.
Biological control is correct. What do we call the route taken by substances through the cytoplasm of plant cells?
Simplest.
What did you say?
Simplest.
What did you say?
Simplest route.
Simplest route is a wrong answer. The answer is simplistic pathway. What do we call a group of flowers on the same stalk?
A bouquet.
A bouquet is a wrong answer. The answer is inflorescence. What do we call the relationship between a legume and a rhizobium bacteria?
Symbiosis.
Symbiosis is correct. What do we call a form of feeding in which the organism consumes complex organic materials?
Heterotrophic.
Heterotrophic nutrition is correct. What do we call the rising and falling of liquid in narrow glass tube dipped into the liquid?
Capillarity.
Capillarity is correct. What do we call a sound of known frequency?
Tone.
Tone is very correct. What do we call the term used to describe a salt without water of crystallization?
Anhydrous.
Anhydrous. Are you a biologist?
Yeah.
Are you a student of biology?
Yes.
Which class?
Form 5.
Who is your teacher?
Teacher Apollo.
Congratulations, Teacher Apollo. The answer is right. Which part of the plant is responsible for the manufacture of food?
Leaf.
The leaf is the correct answer. What do we call the food substance that is found in the tissue under the skin that prevents heat loss from the body?
Fat.
Fat is correct. Lastly, what do we call the process in which molecules of a substance spread in another substance from the region of high concentration to the low concentration?
Diffusion.
Diffusion is the correct answer. Thank you so much, Malcolm X. You can recede to your seats. Now in this round, Malcolm X, from our records, we realized that they were in position to score a total of 180 out of 250. I thank you. The next house, Luther King. Yes, Martin Luther King says, or said, that our lives begin to end when we keep silent about things that matter. Thank you for accepting to take the challenge. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Question 1. Name the gland beneath the stomach which secretes digestive enzymes into the small intestines.
Pancreas.
The pancreas is the right answer. What do we call a coiled tube in the inner ear that contains sensory nerve endings which respond to sound vibrations?
Cochlea.
The cochlea is very right. What do we call the chemical breakdown of food molecules occurring outside cells?
Extracellular digestion.
What did you say?
Extracellular digestion.
Extracellular digestion is your answer?
Yes.
Is that your final take?
Yes.
Very correct. What do we call an organism which lives on dead or decaying organic matter?
A saprophyte.
A saprophyte is very right. What do we call the outward movement of materials through the cell surface membrane?
Exocytosis.
Exocytosis. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That is correct. What do we call the attachment of a developing embryo to the lining of the uterus?
Implantation.
What did you say?
Implantation.
What did you say?
Implantation.
Implantation is very correct. What do we call the way in which fluids are passed through the cell surface membrane into the cell?
Pinocytosis.
Pinocytosis is very correct. What do we call the transparent skin over the front part of the eyeball?
Cornea.
What did you say?
Cornea.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you a student of science?
Yes.
Surprisingly, that is wrong. The answer is conjunctiva. What do we call the control of the quantity of water entering and leaving the cells of an organism?
Osmoregulation.
Osmoregulation is very correct. Question 10. What do we call the small fruit fly used for breeding experiments?
Drosophila.
Drosophila is correct. What do we call the pathway through the walls and intercellular spaces of a plant? 1.
Apoplastic pathway.
2.
Apoplastic pathway.
What?
Apoplastic pathway.
Apoplastic pathway is very correct. What do we call the competition between organisms of different species?
Interspecific competition.
Interspecific competition is very correct. What do we call the ability of seeds to germinate under suitable conditions?
Seed viability.
What?
Seed viability.
Seed viability is very correct. Name the female sex hormone produced by the corpus luteum in the ovary after ovulation.
Progesterone hormone.
What did you say?
Progesterone hormone.
Progesterone hormone, surprisingly, is just correct. What do we call the pigment in green plants that absorb solar energy?
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll is very correct. What is the collective name for single cold? I beg your pardon. What is the collective name for single-celled animals and plants?
Unicellular organisms.
Yes?
Unicellular organisms.
Unicellular organisms is wrong. The answer is protista. In ferns, what do we call a horizontal stem with upright leaves containing vesicular tissue?
A rhizome.
What?
Rhizome.
Rhizome is correct. What do we call a group of plant cells which are capable of mitotic division to bring about growth?
Apical meristematic cells.
Yes, what did you say?
Apical meristematic cells.
What did you say?
Apical meristematic cells.
Apical meristematic cells is correct. Name the process by which female gametes are formed in an animal.
Oogenesis.
Oogenesis, that is correct. What do we call an important pathway in aerobic respiration involving decarboxylation and oxidation?
Krebs cycle.
Krebs cycle is correct. Which term is used to describe the brain together with the spinal cord?
Central nervous system.
Central nervous system is very correct. What do we call a nutritional relationship between two species in which both gain some advantage?
Mutualism.
Mutualism is very right. What do we call the process by which the amino group is removed from an amino acid?
Deamination.
Deamination is nicely correct. What do we call a means of growing plants without soil?
Hydroponics.
What did you say?
Hydroponics.
Come again.
Hydroponics.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Hydroponics is correct. Last question. What do we call the most interior and most highly developed part of our central nervous system?
The brain.
The brain is the right answer. Now in this round, in the semi-final, Luther King has garnered a total of 230 out of 250. 230 out of 250. Nyerere, please get onto the podium.
Nyerere! Omar Komara! Luther King! Yamane! Silence, please. Those standing up. Time is not our best ally, and I want to finish in time. Now, as you can see, fashion is ready. I am only remaining with two houses. Class teachers or patrons, house teachers rather, of Malcolm X and Nyerere. Send one of you to go and bring the members of the fashion there as I organize them in this round while it is taking place. Please.
Nyerere House, you're most welcome to the podium.
Thank you.
Say hi.
Hi.
How are you?
We are cool.
How is the tension over there?
It's very fine.
Very fine, no tension at all.
Yes.
Good. Most welcome. Are we ready?
Yes.
Question 1. What do we call the layer of light sensitive cell inside the back of the eye?
Retina.
Retina. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's correct. What do we call the junction between one nerve cell and the next, across which the nerve impulse has to pass?
A synapse.
Synapse is very correct. What do we call a blood system in which the blood passes through the heart twice for every saturation around the body?
Double closed circulatory system.
What did you say?
Double closed circulatory system.
Double closed circulatory system is the correct answer. What do we call the process of eliminating waste products of metabolism and other non-useful materials? 1.
Excretion.
Excretion. Are you a student of biology?
Yes.
Which class?
Senior 6.
Senior 6. That is why you got it right. What do we call the passage of water molecules from a weak to a strong solution?
Osmosis.
Osmosis is very correct. What do we call a peptide hormone secreted by the posterior pituitary that stimulates the contraction of the uterus during childbirth?
Oxytocin.
What did you say?
Oxytocin.
Oxytocin is correct. Name the first part of the large intestine where water is absorbed.
A colon.
The colon. Unfortunately, very disappointed. It is correct. What do we call the tissue in the vesicular bundle of a plant composed of vessel and supporting cells?
Xylem.
Xylem is very right. What do we call the growth movement of a plant organ in response to light, the direction of the response being related to the direction of the stimulus?
Phototropism.
Phototropism is nicely correct. Name the pressure exerted by the solute molecules in a solution.
Osmotic pressure.
What did you say?
Osmotic pressure.
Osmotic pressure is wonderfully wrong. The answer is solute potential.
They are the same, teacher.
Is that so?
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
Put a star, we proceed. Number 11. Name the organ in the abdomen near the stomach that makes white cells, destroys worn out red cells, and removes foreign particles from the blood.
A liver. Liver.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Thank you so much. The answer is spleen. That's wrong. Meanwhile, I need a teacher of biology to get here. Something to sort. What do we call the bones that make up your spine?
Vertebrae.
Vertebrae is correct. What do we call a person with congenital absence of pigmentation in the skin, eyes, and hair allele or allelomorph?
An albino.
An albino is correct. What do we call sexual reproduction in unicellular organisms by division into two daughter cells?
Binary fission.
Binary fission is the correct answer. We are holding on question 14 as I consult. Question 10. Question 10 for House Nyerere is correct. Question 15. Question 15. What do we call a reddish fluid in vertebrates that is pumped by the heart through the arteries and veins, supplies tissues, oxygen, etc., and removes waste products?
Blood.
Blood is correct. What do we call the system concerned with the transport of blood and lymph, consisting of the heart, blood vessels, lymph vessels, etc.?
Circulatory system.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I am very surprised. You just got it right. What do we call the fertilization of an ovum by a sperm in the fallopian tube followed by implantation in the womb?
Conception.
Conception is the right answer. What do we call a system involving the interaction between a community of living organisms in a particular area and its non-living environment?
Ecosystem.
Ecosystem, my brother from Nyerere. You just did good, it is right. What do we call the thin protective outer layer of the skin composed of stratified epithelial tissue?
Epidermis.
Epidermis is the right answer. What do we call a group of complex or conjugated proteins that are produced by living cells and act as a catalyst in specific biochemical reactions?
Enzymes.
Enzymes. Oh my God. You man, you passed all the questions and almost missed this. It is right. What do we call an individual animal or flower that has both male and female reproductive organs?
Bisexual organism.
Bisexual organism is a wrong answer. The answer is a hermaphrodite.
Teacher, they are the same also.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I check.
Yes.
The answer is correct. What do we call? Silence. You make more noise, I deduct marks. And the total deduction would be 50. What do we call a tissue composed of bundles of elongated cells capable of contraction and relaxation to produce movement in an organ part?
Muscle.
Muscle is correct. What do we call the process by which a mature ovum escapes from the ovary?
Ovulation.
Ovulation is very correct. What do we call a cell resulting from the union of an ovum and a spermatozoon?
A zygote.
Zygote, fortunately, is right. Last question. What do we call the top layer of the land surface of the earth that is composed of disintegrated rock particles, humus, water, and air?
Soil.
Soil, ladies and gentlemen, is the right answer.
Rules of brain challenge enacted by the founders. The three patrons come to the stage. Participants come to the stage. Good. Your silence makes us hurry up. May I, at this time, silence in the house, call the winner of this round is Nyerere with 240 marks. Come in front. The second person is Ruther King with 230 marks. If your patrons are in front, kindly take your seats. May I invite the ex-official, Mr. Avine, to come in front. May I request Nyerere and Ruther King patrons to go and take your seats and we meet in finals. Yamare! May I request the participants to kindly let us clap them for the good battle put up. May I request you to reach the high table and bow, and we meet you next day. Yeah, thank you very much. You put up a strong fight. Thank you very much. Wow. Thank you. We meet the next day, but you will not go, your efforts will not go unnoticed. There are many goodies in the store for you. May I request the two people to meet and give each other a hug. Now, Mr. Winnie, kindly escort Mr. Gervas as he puts down the flag. Inform you that I am happy to tell you that the fashion show is ready. DJ, get a fashion or modern African beauty.
Okay, umurebe wa Rubirizi News Center we bari kubona ugenda omisho no tufollowinga kandi
thank you very much.
turumtambara mpora no kubantwereza kandi zikango bitwereza
thank you
twereza ibintu bingi munonga hanuye. Okay, zuka ngo saheje gasigara mu team ya Nyerere ndina na team Isa ejeni yasigaramo kandi nizo kuza final then bakareba ko kubara bise kubona bitambura aziko ngo mutayi wanje amara center tubajena para twereza
Judge Emon
imbere ko kare na itambura izuka ngo cyuma cyona acera hano yatakaba kubona subscribing liking sasa kugenda fashion
house come to stage in
fashion izuka ngo nerama UG turintambura parampara kandi tureba umukuru honorable John President Kamuhira adona atambara kunje munonga atambara kunje munonga korangwa imbere asa kuba
the first house in fashion
cyasa kuba izuka ngo esayeje turenzo kureba ku fashion ko kuzabasha kwana zitamito takabasa kubana webo kwana
Jerina and Nerias ni abanzi banire
barayikinga ukarangu buri kimwe cyo kwiseho akikuru reka tujye no miso kandi kumuzemo reba ebyo natuma tubakwiseho akandi project zinga program mwezi iwowe n'Eishomero ndakora kechi not connecting ukarangu yensiyona yabasa kubana reba kandi twatutesa kurungi akasente kacero zakati
good. The first one to appear on the stage, Halloween, who's the king? Halloween. Let us grab him. Go and stand in front of Mr. Aline. Stand in front of Mr. Aline and face this side. God, thank you. Sports war! Enjoy. Sports are very big people. Enjoy. Good. We go. Very smart. Sportswear, wow. Kidwear. God, continue. Man, the kidwear. That's the kid. He doesn't know where to go. First decide. Uniform wear all Move, students, move quickly. Wherever you from where follow. Be happy, talk. Because it's just for the life and bound. Creative where? Creative where? Bow in front of the high table, even the table of the judges and go.
Macho yalikuona, moyo ukakuchagua, mdomo ukasema nakupenda.
Tatea!
Nakutesa moyo.
Tatea!
Chendeza huo. Mayati yo kuyoto kujuhura kujango tori hina mzindaro. Chendeza huo. Chendeza kachi. Chendeza kachi. Kwa kutulia fashion. Mama music neta ya mani.
Office where? Big us the best. Where? Just pick it, come and pick it. And I'm not complaining, even when you're cheating. DJ. Could you again first stand and look at the behind there? Okay, keep there. They have come this side. Good. Let us put our hands together for these participants. And we thank the brains behind them, the patrons. Thank you very much, teachers.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take him as our fashion star for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now from here, you go down the way you are. Okay, we continue. Don't go away, we shall call at the end, we shall have all the ETC. Go and stand behind there. Face the opening. Thank you very much. DJ, 1, 2. Another house for fashion is Queen. Let's go.
Business Center tunakugenda omumiso n'okureba ngu ekino ruti ya kabiri ningasi ekicweka kya kabiri kureba fashion nk'okuzina zitambara kandi embeera negana ogireba ekitambo ekyaba surprise arinyowe n'okureba ngu omuntu ayasinga n'omuntu ayabazwire nka ayabarimu nk'orugo vampire.
Reach the heroin. Good. Guys, where? That's where? What's where? What's where? What's where? What the way? Oh my God.
reba bana reba fashion ebyona nobisanga ari St. Thomas Vocational Secondary School nobireba embera kuko rebe tambara ku none
Which way?
Wonderful. Grab away. Tukanga umuyobozi w'isenta tugenda ku nzo miso reka tufune chance mbakwisiyo ubashe kubana urebe imbere kuko kutambara kandi urebe cyitwa kutsina urebe n'abana kuko bakizo kubana bakora design n'ibindi urebe abana kuko bakora bagize kureka ngo hakiri cyintu bakiteka aharevu kuko bana ureba ngo imbere niyeje mu jebyo na busanga ari St. Thomas Vocational Secondary School bakora ngo imbere asakone kandi
DJ, good. Thank you very much. Please, do the needful. Halloween, come, bring your person. Bring that who walks like a zombie. The others follow in a straight line. Big. The walking is now not given marks. Be careful of the wire. Come. Be quick. Continue. Leonard, come and pick for us the best wire. Come, continue. Come. Okay, we face the judges at the high table.
Turebe akandi twakorera abajaji
The chairperson committee,
ora basokubana jinomiso no
come and give your speech. The microphone is there. Afterwards, you will call us the deputy. Thank you very much. Write their names down. I hope you wrote the names of the first one. The rest we use this way here. Continue. Please don't scare Moses. No music. Let's go. Let us listen to the words of the chairperson of the committee. You are highly welcome, Mr. Gervas.
Thank you, the MC of today. Our guest of honor, all the invited guests, head teacher, the members of the administration, teaching and non-teaching staff, students, good evening. I want to first thank all the participants of this day, and please join me and we clap for them. We also thank our MP, who is our guest of honor today, for honoring our invitation, and really from morning up to now is still with us. Please, another clap. That one is not actually to, it is not even equal to him. Please, we clap for him, please. Thank you very much. I also want to thank the head teacher who helped us to make sure to organize the whole function. And thank you very much, our head teacher. The organizer, Mr. Begura, this is wonderful. Thank you very much. You can work for them, please. Thank you. To the teams that are coming up, I wish you success. Today it has been a wonderful day, and we have all enjoyed. Maybe Mr. Lebron, next time you can give us like 3 days, because really when you look at this and preparing for these things just within a short time, it was not simple. But all the patrons, please, thank you very much. Clap for them, please. The house teachers, please also thank you very much. And then the other teachers. I want to thank the members that I have been working with since we started up to today. Thank you very much for cooperating with me. And the person who has been helping us here to make sure we are seated in order is Mr. Abegi Everest. Stand up for recognition. Thank you very much.
That's where.
And the trumpets they go.
What's where? Breathe.
Trumpets they go.
Creative where? Bate where? Office where? Hold on. Office where? Can we clap the office where? Beach where?
I wrote the song just
Clap where?
to
That's where? Classroom where? Kitchen where? Dio! Dio! Okay. Reina, get ready. Choose one. I will go, come. We all done and come. Come here. Reverse the judges. Reverse the judges.
Come next to me,
Reina.
my knees, carry on within our knees. My knees, carry on within our knees.
Let us we go. Thank you very much. Get ready. Teachers and students, get ready. Get ready. Halloween. Get ready, Halloween. Sports wear. Sports wear. Kid wear. Kid wear. Uniform wear. Go and take.
Let me give you all my heart. Let me give you all my money. Let me give you all my soul, baby. One who goes down to find no. What was I look to find no. I want to make me so come, baby. One is a sample.
That's the wear. That's where. Follow. What's where? Follow. Shira, you can smile. I am happy this group is presenting on refined stuff. Creative wear. face and come here. Halloween, both of you. Follow, the rest follow. Follow. Good. Next on stage, dancers and the tag of war get ready. Tag of war, the teachers, look at the St. Thomas family. The teachers in the tag of war get ready, the students get ready. Do we still have another house? Which one? Malcolm, kid, Halloween, where? What's where?
She never play no games.
Kid, where?
Only love God gave her. She never please no her.
Kid, where? Oh, kid, wait. We go. Kid, where? They are just kids, they don't know what to do. Uniform where? Uniform. Both levels. That is where?
Kuchukala, kusanyika kukesa ude. Kudigiga, kuchukala, kusanyika kukesa ude. Mama.
That's where I was square.
Enjoyment, today long, we need money. Enjoyment, today long, we need money.
But the way I want to swear.
The freshest nigga around town. Lucky Joe.
She said, buy me this song.
She wants this song.
She said, buy me this song.
She wants this song. Just put the way you're walking on my heart. Got me really free. Pull up
Show. We have come to its end. Go Abegi, beach. Yes. Check it out. Go. Prepare. DJ. Good. Boys taking part in the tug of war. Come. The jazz is being preparing. Next on stage, as dancers are done, ready. Check on your song, then you come on the stage. We go on stage. Reach out. Okay. You are right now. Hands. You are right now. Hands. Extend behind. Extend behind. We go. Personally. Personally, I wrote your body. I promise I'll go home you with the daddy. I give it to you like you never had it. Show me your let's make it Chinese. Now waiting minutes, I come home, now waiting minutes. Saga, she know me, she talks so she know me. I know for life, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, we can go day tonight. Cause I'm in the mood, as long as I'm feeling the groove, I deal with you. Personally, I go deal with you. Personally, I go deal with you. I go deal with you personally, professionally. I see what you're doing intentionally. Girl, no one treats me physically. So give it to me, give it to me radically. Emotionally, psychologically. You're telling me I'm biologically, sexually, dramatically. And she talks so she know I know for life, the things within my mind. When I see you dancing, girl, you got me high. And if you wanna try, we can go day tonight. Cause I'm in the mood, as long as you're feeling the groove. Personally, I go deal with you. Personally. Okay, Ipasia. Next on the stage, a tag of war, then brain challenge. Ringala prepare. Ringala boys and girls prepare. A tag of war, Jervas, you are the leader here. Mr. Everest, come here. Awesome. You know, Bruce, come. The Frost, come. Ananias, come. Barbara Moses, come. The teachers who were chosen for the tag of war, come. First order. The students, come. The students chosen, come. Thank you very much. The chairs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Also come, you are 10. More 3. Extend here, this side. Extend here. We have not yet started. Jervas, be here, come here. Jervas, come here. Stand aside. Okay, I have not yet started to go. When you cross this line and you go there, you root first. We have not yet started. We are holding it in the way. We hold it in the air. started. I will count up to 5. Stand at ease. Stand at ease. Okay, when I count up to 5. Order. When I reach 5, you start. When I reach 5, you start. Or else you lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Results of the tug of war. Results. There was some kind of malpractice because Chavengura joined the teachers. But still afterwards he left and nobody crossed the line. It was a draw. Next on the stage, brain challenge. Participants come to the stage. Kwa MC, prepare Ringara. Let it be ready there. Are you ready? Can we have the patrons congratulate their participants? Start from one end to the other. Patrons, from one end to the other, congratulating all the participants. Good. Our dear guest of honor and our head teacher, permit me at this juncture to present you to the finalists of Academic Brain Challenge 2022. We have Ruther King and Nyerere houses. People presenting the gifts. You are ready? Participants in the quizzes, 6th house, 5th house, and 1st house with your patrons and teachers. Go and stand in front of teacher Emmanuel. We are soon going to start giving you gifts. Get ready. We have papers here. Finals are divided into 3 parts. We have free response questions, we have face-off, and we have art lecture. The letter you pick will be per each category, not throughout. But the marks will be added together for all the challenges. Pick a letter. Patrons. Good. Are you ready? Good. Do you have the microphone? Good. Okay. Which house has letter A in the first round? That is, the rest you sit, patrons can go and sit, bring the podium. Those are picked letter A. Good. Our dear primary friends, Our head teacher said you cannot go alone. Those who participated, you have something for yourselves. You'll be receiving a gift, and then you'll see whatever will be inside for all of you. At this time, permit me to request, is our human resource still here? Okay. To request our dear chairperson PTA and our dear head teacher to kindly come here and you hand over the gift to the primary section. You are most welcome. Bring the gifts. Good. Rita, you can also help. Shamila, you can help. Yusta, you can help in bringing the gift. We'll be showing them to you. The very first, Mr. Gervas be looking for certificates of participation. The very first house, very first primary school, we are happy for your presence. Let us clap them. Kalingo, Moto, primary school, come for the gift of your members who participated. Margaret could come in here so that you help them to know what the gifts. All of them? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How many presenters were there? 3. Okay. Another primary school is St. Agnes Preparatory School. Where? The Kavingo, you have left another gift behind. Kindly come behind, come back. Kavingo, come back again, please. Yeah, let her receive another one. Thank you very much. Yes, that one. Let us clap our visitors. We also have my people. We have certificate of participation. Is it written on, sir? Okay. You will deliver your certificate of participation, Gervas, but it is there, okay? So you could receive it, then afterwards you will see what to do. Kabingo, thank you very much. Sorry for disturbance. St. Agnes Preparatory School. Come please, the teacher. The teacher? Still around? Student, okay. There is a student coming. Come and represent the teacher. Please, when you take students, keep with them. Be quick. 2 gifts and a certificate. Yeah, at the go. Thank you very much. Katerera SDA. Hey, I saw a student coming up. Where is the student gone? Was taking a seat? What about that one coming? They are the ones. St. Agnes Preparatory School. Run and come to the stage, one of you. They are absent without leave. And the teacher. Very good. Come, one of you. One of you come and receive the things and take them to the teacher. Provide a way where seems to be no way. Good. Another school, Katerera SDA. Already gone? Is it Karagara or Karagara Primary School? Karagara Primary School. That's the reason we have decided to give them Ari. All Saints Primary School. All Saints Primary School. All Saints Primary School. Nature Primary School. Nature Primary School. Good Hope Preparatory School. Good Hope Preparatory School. Gifts. Be preparing for the gifts going across for the last participants in the quizzes. 6th, 5th, and 4th. Good Hope Preparatory School. Good Hope. Already gone. Buhinda Primary School. Our neighbors. Buhinda. I know we had other primary school, but I was looking at the ones which presented. In case you are here at church, please come in front. Represent your school. Come. A teacher, if you are still here and you came with some pupils, come in front. Okay. Okay. Those who are those not around shall see what to do. Thank you very much, our head teacher and our chairperson PTA. May God bless you. May I request the board member and Mr. Take the gifts. May I request the house teachers of the 6th house, the patron of the 6th house. The patron word a bit. Okay, kindly come, one by one. Yes, receive and keep there. And certificates. Only the medal is for the patron. Take the medal there and they give it to him. He will hand over to the patron afterwards. And have the students received? The patron kindly receive the bronzeware. Okay, good. Patron of Bururuma, take the envelope. It's a gift from our head teacher. As for your little, thank you. Please, thank you very much. You can go and sit. The house teachers, yours later on time is not our best ally. The 5th house, come with your patron and the house teachers. The house teachers of the 6th house, you can take your seats. Of the 6th house, take your seats. We start with the participants. Yes. Okay, we go. Yeah, let them receive. And that is it. Lincoln, Abraham Lincoln House. You still have the medals, the participants, you still have the medals, and the house teachers, you have the medals, and the house patron, you have the medals. House teachers first, receive your medal. Give them the medal. Okay, good. Even the patron, get the bronze medal. Good. 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 Even the participants. Good. Good. The patron, you have an envelope from the head teacher and from the board of governors and PTA. Say thank you for the work done. Let us clap them. The first house with your patron and the participants come to the stage. Sorry, is it the third? The third come. The fourth come. The fourth. Thank you very much. You can go. We are still here. You can take your seats. The fourth. We are giving them the same as we have done. The patrons, the teacher, etc. Like they we have done for the previous. And the fourth is nothing else but Mandela House. Certificates, good. Medals from the patron, from the house teacher, that is a bronze medal. Up to the patron, public, then to the participants, bronze, good. Bronze, more bronze. More bronze to the participants. Thank you very much. The third house with your patrons, patron and house teacher of the sixth house that you come here. I mean the house teachers, 2 house teachers of the sixth house come. The first house we go the other side. We take the gifts of the first house. We give them certificates. And that house is Malcolm X. Give them the certificates even. Good. That is Malcolm. And we have the 2 teachers who have just come. The medal. The medal for the last participant. Be quick. Thank you. The medal for Didas is also there. Didas, come here. Good. Let him move. Good. The envelope has already gone. Thank you very much. That one. Let us grab them. Thank you very much. Take us. We are remaining with the first and the second and the third. Judge, are you ready? Yes, sir. Question number 1.
All right, welcome to the final. Which house are you? Martin Luther. Luther King. And we are at the final. Please relax. And let us be silent and give them a very conducive environment to answer the questions. Question 1. What is the name of the tallest building in the whole world? Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is correct. He lost his life in a plane crash together with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna in California on 26th January 2020 and was one of the best basketball players in the world.
Get ready.
Who was he?
Last item.
Come again. Kobe Bryant is correct. What do we call the phobia for accidents? The speech phobia is correct. He was the regal actor who embodied a long-held dream of African-American moviegoers as the star of the groundbreaking superhero film Black Panther. He lost his life on Friday, 17th December 2020 at his home in Los Angeles. Who was he? Chadwick Boseman is the correct answer. Who is the current managing director, MTN Uganda?
William Van Herepute.
Come again?
William Van Herepute.
Is that your last answer?
Yes.
Susan Erem is the answer. You got it wrong. What do we call the young one of a bat? Come again?
Pups.
What did you say?
Pups.
Pups is correct. What golden image did the Israelites make at Mount Sinai?
Golden calf.
The golden calf is correct. What do we call the economic system in which the means of production are held in common amongst members?
Economic socialism.
Economic socialism is correct. What did God change? I beg your pardon. What did God change Jacob's name to before meeting with Esau?
Israel.
Israel is the correct answer.
Some speed.
Who was the first son of Jacob with Rachel?
Joseph.
Joseph is correct. Who is the current president of Tanzania? 1.
Samia Suluhu
2.
Hassan.
Samia Suluhu Hassan is correct. Name the American president that became the president of Ireland.
Michael Denton.
Wrong. The answer is Iamon Valera. What do we call the meat of a calf?
Veal.
What?
Veal.
Speak loud.
Veal.
Veal is correct. What is the name of Charlotte Bronte's novel with characters like Rochester, Jane Eyre, Miss Temple, Dresspool, and Mrs. Fairfax?
Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre is correct.
We gotta get ready.
Which adventurous movie features King Uther of Pendragon and his young protector set in Camelot, where Uther had banned magic and sorcery?
Merlin.
What?
Merlin.
Merlin is correct. What is the title of the book with characters Jim Hawkins, Ben Gunn, Long Silver, Captain Smollett?
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island is correct. What is the name of the presidential house of the president of South Korea?
Blue House.
Blue House is correct. What is the name of the hottest peak on Mount Kilimanjaro?
Kibo.
What?
Kibo.
Kibo is correct. What is the name of the deepest lake in Uganda?
Lake Bunyonyi.
Lake Bunyonyi is correct. How many spokes does a snowflake have?
6 spokes.
6 is right. That is the last question. I thank you.
And in the last two, in the first part of Brain Challenge,
The first part of the final, Luther King has scored 180 out of 200.
80 out of 200. Those who pick the letter B get on the stage.
Letter B, are we there?
Good. Aha. As they are coming, all house teachers, the 12 house teachers, come to the stage. There is an envelope for you. Surprises are coming. House teachers, 12, come to the stage.
All right.
Question number 1.
Nyerere, question 1. Are we ready? Yes? All right. Question 1. Cheetah is the fastest land animal. What is the name of the fastest bird on this? 1.
Falcon.
A falcon is correct. 2. What is, I beg your pardon, name the African-American man murdered by a police officer in Minneapolis, Minnesota, during an arrest after the store clerk suspected him to have used counterfeit $20 bill on the 25th May 2020.
George Floyd.
George, what did you say?
George Floyd.
George Floyd is correct. Name the Kurdish farmer who holds the Guinness World Record for the tallest living male in the world at 251 centimeters. 1.
Sultan
2. Sultan Kosen is correct. What do we call the phobia associated with the intense fear for thunder and lightning?
Astrophobia.
Astrophobia is correct. Who is the current managing director Airtel Uganda that has replaced Somaska?
Manoji Mulari.
Manoji Mulari is correct. What did we call a seed inside certain freshly fruits such as oranges, apples?
Pom.
What?
Pom.
Pom is wrong. The answer is pip. What is the name of the son of Jacob who volunteered to stay in Egypt instead of Benjamin?
Judah.
Judah is correct. What did Jacob give Joseph that sparked jealousy from his siblings? 1.
Colored cloak.
A colored cloak is correct. What got Joseph thrown into prison on allegation of assault? 1.
Zuleika.
What?
Zuleika.
Wrong. Potiphar's wife. Who is the current president of Ukraine?
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
She was called Zuleika.
I beg you to repeat the question.
She was called Zuleika.
Who got Joseph thrown into prison on allegation of assault?
That Potiphar's wife, then they have mentioned the name, it is correct.
Correct answer. Name the freedom. Question 10. Question 10. Who is the current president of Ukraine? 1.
Volodymyr Zelensky.
Zelensky is correct. Name the freedom fighter and political leader that married Graça Machel, Winnie, and Evelyn Mess. 1.
Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela is correct. What did we call the meat of goats?
Chevron.
Chevron is correct. What is the name of the golden novel with characters like Jack, Ralph, Piggy, and others where children below the age of 17 are marooned on an island? 1, 2, 3. What?
Wrong answer. Continue.
You got it wrong. It is Lord of the Flies. Name the American actress born in 1978 whose breakout role was a troubled boxer in the independent film Girl Fight. 1.
The teachers who are not patrons, can we have all the students here?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Rodriguez is correct. Name the war that was a conflict fought from October 1853 to February 1856 in which Russia lost an alliance of France, the Ottoman Empire, the United Kingdom, and the Piedmont Sardinia. Crimean War is correct. What is the title of the book with characters Napoleon, Old Major, Boxer, Spiller, and others?
Animal Farm.
Animal Farm is correct. What is the name of the presidential home of the American president?
White House.
White House is correct. What is the name of the highest peak on Mount Everest?
Everest.
Mount Everest is very correct. How many stars does the American flag have?
50 stars.
50 stars is very correct. What do we call an economy in which goods and services are traded for other goods and services without an intermediary form of payment?
Barter trade.
Barter trade is very correct. That was the last question. I thank you.
Order.
Now listen, Nyerere House.
Come and pick something for the house teachers.
Because of you, I felt my life would be complete.
You come. You receive it for them. Then they will come. For the photo. The photo. The house teachers. I love the uniform. We go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Our HR kindly keep here. The gift person, you are free to go. Thank you very much. Kindly bring the envelopes of the judges. Our dear judges, come here. Here Ronald, Linda, Emon, Deborah, and Martin. Yes, please. Ronald, you are the first one.
Thank you.
Amon, you are the next.
Thank you so much.
Here you are the next. Sit behind. Another one behind. Debbie, you are the next. Linda, you are the next. And Martin, you are the next. Thank you very much. Next on stage, Ringara, we are dancing it at once. All the houses, Ringara. Okay, Lincoln in first. Lincoln in first. Okay, Nkuruma. Nkuruma on stage. Nkuruma on stage. It is the last item when brain child. Which mind? Yes.